Hi, my name is Maggie. I'm a mother of twin daughters who are now 1 year, so 12 months and 1.5 weeks. And I live together with my husband in Paris, the capital of France. I'm originally from Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands, so I'm Dutch. And I'd like to talk to you about breastfeeding. And in this series, I would like to talk about network and help. So I've had a long career as a principal dancer, and now for a while I was director of my company. Now I'm director of a school, so I know about planning. And when I got pregnant with my girls, and specifically when I understood it was two little baby girls, identical twins, I thought, oh my God, I need to plan this. And I thought, how am I going to do it? And several of my dear friends, they warned me. They said, you might, need to have a cesarean, and you might be not fit and need really help, like be physically a lot weaker than you're used to, and need help lifting and help in the house, cleaning, cooking, all of that, while taking care of two little baby girls. And they were totally right. I organized help. I looked for an au pair girl more than half a year before I would give birth. And also I organized a good domestic aid. And the domestic aid turned out perfect. The au pair was not so much what we preferred. Also, my husband and me observed it's quite intense to have someone living in a house. So we had some trouble with that, and of course that was in the beginning when we needed the most help. Then we got into this like vicious cycle of me and my husband being totally exhausted because of the exhaustion due to taking care of the girls and not getting the specific need we were looking for, we were hoping for. Because we were so exhausted, also we could not explain specifically what it was, or like demand or like insist on getting the exact help we needed. So we ended up with not adequate help, and just being too exhausted to do anything other than I often broke down crying of fatigue and thinking, why is the help not there? But I had difficulty delegating and like verbalizing what I needed, and because I was so exhausted. So I thought I had planned it all, and yet I had needed to think more. But then the thing is, you have no idea what to expect when you're expecting baby twin identical girls for the first time in your life. And even when people say expect that you can do nothing, you're just lying in the bed and hoping and praying someone will give you some food, even if you organize for that to be okay, still it's not what you expect. This is the tricky part. So I would say my first help and angel at all was my husband. I'm just so eternally grateful that I am with a great husband who gave everything to help me and the girls, and who recognized when I was grumpy or not talking or falling asleep. He recognized it was out of exhaustion, and he recognized I was doing my best. And I managed to recognize through all the fatigue. And then of course when you're both exhausted, you start being grumpy, and sometimes you yell when you don't need to or you don't mean to. And I managed to recognize all his love, all his help, all his doing his best. So this worked out really well. And all this we invested before by taking several courses in nonviolent communication, my husband and me. So we invested in this actually before we got married. So this was great. Yeah, really learning to communicate, so that when you're reaching your limits, and you are incapable of keeping it in, and you let it out, the other person can realize you're not angry at him, but you're just too exhausted to be rational, and vice versa. So this really helps the course in peaceful communication. And then at one moment I had this idea of contacting my sister who lives nearby, and also 3 of the sisters of my husband who live nearby, and to say, okay, we really need help. This is something I'm not used to really saying, I really need help. And this was amazing. They are angels. They came to our rescue, and I can honestly say we would not have survived without them. So it was us identifying the help we needed and verbalizing this. So my sister came, and the 3 sisters of my husband, and they cooked for us. They stayed the night. They would like sleep in the bed with me, so next to me, so that when the girls woke, like the slightest little sound, hop, they would wake up and rock the babies and bring them to me so I could feed them and change their diapers, all that, so I could rest a bit more while my husband was sleeping on the sofa in the living room, getting a full night's sleep. So my husband started to come back to life. This is really, really grateful. So that is extremely helpful. Also the domestic aid we found and we tested starting half a year before my giving birth, turned out really good. I was very demanding in what I was looking for, and the qualities of the person, and we found a fantastic lady, and I invested several meetings with her where we would sit down and I would say, okay, how would you do this, how would you do that, and then she learned what my preferences are, so that when I was too exhausted to say anything, she kept the house going, she cooked the food that we like, she cleaned the way I like, she organized the food, the clothes we need, and so on, and she did the shopping. Is heaven. Yes. So again, network is vital, and learning to ask for help. This is a big tip I want to give to you.